Hairston of Shelley Hairston Healing, and today we are going to sink into, feel, and work with your second chakra on the second level of your aura. Again, when we tend to see pictures of our chakras illustrated, maybe in yoga texts, we see we have 7 of these energy centers going up our spine from the crown down to the root in the pelvic floor. But they're almost always illustrated in particular colors, which is a representation of the frequency bandwidth that chakra is metabolizing into your energy field. But that is only what the chakras appear like on one level of your aura. In the model of the human energy field that I was trained in at the Barbara Brennan School of Healing, we work with 7 different dimensions, levels, or layers of your auric field. And each one has its own anatomy and physiology, if you will. It's processing a different aspect of your life, your health, and the chakras look different on each level. So I've put together this series of videos to help you explore, feel into, and experience what is happening in each of these chakras on each of these levels. Today we're going to look at second level of your field, your emotional body. It's a fluid level of pastel colors moving like clouds around and through your body, and it holds your feelings about yourself. Whether you like, love, appreciate, admire, honor yourself, or you have heavy bad feelings about yourself, which show up as density in the clouds of color in this level, heaviness, blockages, frozen areas of feeling that you don't want to feel. So, second chakra on this level. We already covered off the first chakra on this level, and the first chakra does resonate with the color red, this vibrant, life-giving color. And the second chakra on this level, second level emotional body, is orange, which is why I wore orange today. I know, you see me in these videos a lot wearing my very favorite t-shirt from Red Bay on Lake Huron in Southern Ontario. As first sweatshirt I put on every morning because it's cozy, but I did wear it on purpose today because the color vibration for this chakra is orange. That is the frequency of energy that your second chakra is metabolizing from the universal energy field on this level of your being. So what aspects, right? Remember your auric field, not just pretty colors moving around your body. It is your consciousness. It contains your life experience. So what aspect of your life experience or your emotional experience on this level is that orange second chakra metabolizing and processing for you? Well, as with all things for me, I don't like to theorize about it. I like to actually go there, experience it, and then interpret. I don't like to read books this thick on the chakras, kind of theorizing and interpreting what's there. I prefer to help you go into the direct experience of it and then talk about what you're feeling, noticing as we do it. And how is this work relevant to how I work with you in one-to-one sessions as an energy healer who has a specialization in trauma healing? I work with all the many layers of personal difficulty, trauma, blockage that you hold in these layers of your being, as well as generational trauma, which is more connected to the 4th level of your field, where we exchange energy in relationships. So this means that when I invite you to drop into your body and feel sensations, which is your way of connecting with your energy field, when we do one-on-one healing work together, you may drop into different areas of your body where you feel discomfort, pain, emotional holding. So if you were going to drop in and you felt, oh wow, it just feels really dense in my pelvis in this second chakra area. Your second chakra comes into the front of your body, just above your pubic bone, the back of your body, in the center of your sacrum. So if it feels like you have hip pain, or you're drawn to your low back pain, or you feel like there's a terrible feeling in your lower gut, As you sink into that and sense that and come into contact with the blocks, that I'm going to help you discharge, transform, unpack, unlayer, we have this level of information that is, oh, okay, you're in your second chakra area. Does this have to do with this aspect of your life, right? And I will teach you, especially if we do work longer term together, 3 to 6 months or longer, you start to get adept at this. You start to be able to drop into your own chakras, and we can work to unpack the content there together with a lot more awareness as you start to understand how you are put together as a human being, how you work. So, just makes the work that much more interesting. Let us drop in and see what it feels like down here on the second level. So the first thing I'm doing is just relaxing my buttocks and letting my sitting bones widen, coming down into the base of the body. Notice my jaw relaxes right away as I do that. You can join me if you wish, just softening, relaxing your hip muscles. If you have clenching deep inside your hips, see if you can start to let that go. See if you can relax your pelvic floor. So you're coming in for a landing down into your root chakra, your first chakra. So coming into your energy field can be as simple as becoming aware of sensations in your body. My neck is starting to relax as I suffuse consciousness down into my lower body, feeling my legs, feeling my lower legs, embodying, coming in. Okay, now sinking awareness deeper into pelvis. Feel your lower abdominal muscles. Feel your lower back muscles. Sinking into my uterus, my womb, feeling that inside my body. Yes, we're going to include the sexual organs here. Hopefully we won't get edited, but of course, your second chakra is charging up your reproductive organs. So I'm sinking into my womb. I'm also feeling my cervix, my yoni. It's all included. More awareness of the density of your sacrum. This bone between your buttocks. You can move it a little bit. Then I'm going to zero in, so I'm in the area of the second chakra, but I'm going to zero into where the tips of this chakra, remember your chakras, ooh, I'm grabbing a prop here. Chakras are shaped like cones or little tornadoes that swirl and pull energy in from the universal energy field. And the tip, so the tip of your second chakra plugs in or feeds into your body just above your pubic bone in the front chakra. And in the back chakra, this way, the tip feeds into pretty much the center of your sacrum, that bone between your buttocks. So let's hone in our awareness of sensation and go right above the pubic bone and the center of the sacrum. And to allow the tips front and back to connect, sometimes you have to just slightly adjust the tip of your pelvis so that it's easier for the doorways of these chakras into your body to open up and line up and flow into one another. And of course, you begin to notice, ooh, do I have a habit of cutting that flow off by arching my low back or tucking my pelvis under too much? And just you can just feel into What alignment in your pelvis and lumbar spine allow for the greatest flow to come in? So just relaxed into my ideal alignment. I can feel much more energy flowing in. Now I set my intention to move to the second level of my field. This is slightly advanced, slightly more advanced work, yes? For me, I just move my awareness out to where I know the emotional body is, and I just pay attention to my feelings about myself, right? Remember, these levels of your aura don't suddenly appear because you're trying to work on them. They're always there. You're always having feelings about yourself in any moment of the day. This level of your aura, your emotional body is active. It's more just that we're paying attention to it. You're going to move your conscious awareness into it. So shift your awareness about 3 inches off your body, but also into your body, in the area of the second chakra. Just get an initial read. Do you like being here in this area of your body, or is it not so comfortable? This can be an area where we hold a lot of shame or guilt or even rage towards ourselves, frustration with ourselves. Anger tends to be an emotion when it's healthy that rises up from our root chakra into our second chakra, comes up, and then maybe we express it out through our throat and shout or yell or grumble. Depends, it could go anywhere from irritation to outright rage. On this level, we're not directing that at other people. It's when we get angry or frustrated with ourselves emotionally. So then just feeling, drinking in, becoming orange in this area of your body. And this orange I'm wearing, it's a bit muted. Think more like orange coming through stained glass. Beautiful orange light, clear, bright. Just imagine you can breathe, drink in, and become orange in the second chakra. And when I learned to do this simple exercise of bringing the colors on the second level of the aura into my chakras, when I was at healing school, we would do it standing up so that you can really move the energy, breathe, stand, ground in your legs. So I highly recommend that. I'm going to stay sitting in my chair so you can still see me on video. But I am breathing more deeply. I'm going to actually sit forward in my chair more too, so that I just have a little more feeling in my body. I'm just going to imagine a beautiful cloud of bright orange energy flowing in front and back to the second chakra. Letting my hips become orange, letting the tailbone and the pelvic bones become orange, just letting yourself fill up here. So as I do that, I can feel emotional state already shifting. For me, when I get into this chakra on the second level, I tend to feel playful. You could say our inner child, or that sort of young, playful part of our consciousness, or sometimes young, wounded parts of our consciousness, really live in our emotional body. So there's even a little smile coming to my face. And I imagine to myself, okay, if this chakra was totally healthy, totally flowing, beautiful, positive, bright orange clouds of energy into my emotional body on this level, like what would I be experiencing? This chakra has to do with pleasure, sensuality, sexual pleasure, but also the pleasure of creating, playing. And what I start to feel and remember and remind myself this chakra is about it's about feeling really joyful, playful, and delighted about who we are. When your emotional body, when you're feeling like you like and love yourself, you're delighted that you're here, right? First chakra was like, oh, I'm in this incarnation. I'm a me. Yay, I have enthusiasm for that. Now this is just on top of the enthusiasm in the root chakra. This is like pleasure, joy, delight. I feel a little like mischievous, like I want to get up to some stuff with my creative energy. And when we're children, right, this is the playfulness. This is where the life energy comes up, and it's like, oh, I want to like have some fun with it and like play. And maybe you have wounds here around whether you were encouraged to play, allowed to play. There's an entire neurobiological circuit within us. Scientists have studied it, called your play circuit. It's the one that runs on endocannabinoids. That's its neurotransmitter, its hormone. What's an endocannabinoid? We know the word cannabinoid, it comes from cannabis. These are the cannabinoids that your body naturally produces, gets you high on when you're playing, when you're in that delight and silliness and fun and happy to be alive. That neurocircuit lights up. And I'm just gonna actually let's just enjoy being orange and playful here and just think about now turning this into how you're going to move through your day, turning this into your daily practice for today. How are you going to move through your day, lighting up, drinking in, filling up, fueling your second chakra on this level, bringing healthy, enlivening energy into your emotional body, which also feeds all the organs in this level. Ovaries, uterus, prostate, testicles, if you've got them. Just feel the pleasure, the openness, the ability to share yourself and your playfulness and your joy and your creativity and the good feelings that this creates for yourself and about yourself. So I invite you to move through your day with awareness of this chakra, unlocking your pelvis if you're sitting at your desk all day, moving, shaking your hips, putting on some music, and getting your hips moving and playing that way. You can play a song and keep imagining you're going to drink in and fill up with beautiful, clear, orange energy, front and back. Fill yourself up with the good stuff, because the purpose of the healing work that I do with you is, yes, we want to clear out the hard stuff, the difficulties, the stress, the overwhelm, the challenging emotions that come up, the physical sensations that are connected to what you're holding on to emotionally. But once we clear out on this level the clouds of difficult feelings about yourselves, we want to replenish with the sacred healing energies. You want to open up, drink in more of the beauty of life, more of the beauty of yourself, and right here, fill up on juicy Florida orange energy.